today we're going to be picked up in about 30 minutes and we're going to drive to West Sumba. So it's breakfast and Celine's having a real issue getting a cafe latte. She really wants a cafe latte for breakfast.
Apparently she needs an hour and a half to warm up the engine.
I don't
know what she's making it in, but anyways.
But at least you got some water.
Yeah. And you got your bananas.
Looking forward to West Sumba.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it's like. I mean, I imagine it's probably going to be pretty much the same, but...
Yeah. So we've just arrived at the hills. Oh, looks like we've got to walk up there. Right.
Do you need an umbrella?
Do you want an umbrella?
No, it's okay.
There are the hills. That looks pretty good actually.
It does, yeah.
Sunbathing? You look so cold. So normally there's a horse up here, an albino horse, and if you want to get your photograph taken with it, they charge you a little bit, or if you want to ride it along the trail, charge a little bit more. But because it's raining, alas, there is no horse. This is like the centre of Sumba. This is right in the middle. So we just stopped for a little toilet and nice little shop here. So we'll have a look at what a little Samba shop sells. So you can get your drinks, you can get your little snacks, you can get your popcorn, I think. Obviously you can buy your cigarettes. Do you want anything from the shop? Like a drink? I like a yogurt drink.
Huh?
Like a yogurt drink.
A yogurt drink? You get yogurt drinks in there?
Yep, short one.
Oh my gosh, I'm shocked you can get that here.
Blueberry yogurt drink. Pagi. Kasih. Kasih.
Yeah.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
A quarter of this is pure sugar, 25%. No thank you. Back on the road. Past the dudes of Samba.
Jeez, how many men is in that truck?
200. Welcome to the forest of Samba, the National Forest. Pity about the bloody litter, isn't it? People just chucking stuff out on the cars. We've seen it often. It's a real problem with Indonesia. But like here, no one is going to be picking this up. It's just going to be left here. We could have had a walk in it, but I don't think so, not with this. You've got a thing about forests.
Well, it's just quite eerie looking. I don't think it's class looking.
Hey, class looking. Did that sound like authentically Irish there?
No.
Yes, it did. There's a dog tied on top of that bus. And they're going to eat it. They said they eat them in the West. That is awful.
One dog cost 500.
500,000. So now we've officially passed into West Sumba, where they eat the dog. This is where we are. We can boo back. I can't believe they eat dog. I feel really sorry for it. That's awful. That poor dog. I think we've come to some sort of a waterfall entrance. Guy's selling his ticket. So we're going to do a fair bit of walking. How much? 50,000. We might get a bit wet because it's the rainy season. We're in some sort of little village with a paddy field and obviously a buffalo. It's quite beautiful. So we've acquired another guide, a local guide. And this is the water dam, and he says it was built in 1979. Remember the Machete. Hello! With the telltale red mouth of a betel nut chewer. Betel nut, the mild sort of, I don't know what it does, but like it's got some sort of, it's like a stimulant. This looks real Indonesia. Hello. Celine, you should see the back of your legs. Oh my god. It's muddy, but it's beautiful. Look at that. I nearly went into the paddy field. Flipping heck. Note, don't do this in the wet season. Come in the dry season. Are you getting this on video?
Watch fit.
Cheaters as well. That was a successful navigation of the paddy fields. Look, shoes, carrying the shoes. I pulled him into it, but at least we can see this. So this is what we came for. This is why we got muddy. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
This camera is just covered in mud apart from the lens. Just wash my hands in the water. Once you've given up trying to keep off the mud and you can't help but get into it, then it's just, well, accept it, it's actually quite good fun. Even being in that little ditch thing, that was quite good fun, pulling the guy in. So Celine gets the guide, I get the stick, which has actually proved a saviour.
You pull your man into the ditch.
I said to him, I'm not going to pull you in, am I? And he went, no. And then next thing, down he came. So we've arrived West Sumba in the Mario Hotel and Cafe. Here we are. Thank you very much.
Jason.
Thank you, thank you. And you've been a very good guide. We'll say goodbye to you.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Jerry. Thank you so much.
This is Jerry. Maybe
Hello.
hire Jerry next
I
time.
have my name card.
Yeah. Thank you. So Celine was in charge of booking accommodation on this trip, and it looks like she's booked a bloody hut. Wow.
Are you not happy with
I am happy. Got a private hut. Yes, it's an open plan shower. So on the journey here, we saw that dog on that roof, and I was reading about it because it really bothered me. And the Indonesian dog meat trade is huge. Millions of dogs killed every single year. But because it's not classed as a food by the Indonesian government, it's completely unregulated. So these poor dogs are killed in horrific ways, usually by being bludgeoned to the head because they don't want the dog to actually bleed, because they say it spoils the meat. And actually the driver we were talking to, he said he's actually tried dog meat. He never saw any of them being killed. And Celine, you asked him what sort of, was it like beef, was it like pork? And he said it's a bit like pork, and he said it's really spiced, and he said it was quite tasty actually. So yeah, that poor dog on top of that minibus or whatever it was, that's what's in store for it. It's going to be eaten. And I was even thinking of like saying to our driver, you know, could we pull that thing over and I'll pay for it? But then what's the point? Because like, what would we do with the dog? We'd have to just let it go on the street. Could it fend for itself? Would it be able to look after itself? I doubt.
The money from you,
Yeah,
then they
and they'll catch it again. And that was awful. Right, so we've had a bit of lunch, late lunch, and now we're going to go on the beach. And the guy said no crocodiles, it's safe. He says don't go swimming though. Nice little bandstand. Nice. It's windy. That's the beach done, and now we're going to do something which you've got to do on a beach. Try and have a cocktail. Do you like it?
Could have done one more Coke.
So that's it, our trip around Samba finished. We did the east and we come over to the west. What's been the highlight of the whole trip for you?
You falling down into a ditch.
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny, wasn't
funny.
it? I enjoyed the walk around Wayne Gapu yesterday. That was pretty good. Just walking around that.
That wee walk around was good.
And some of the hills were pretty good.
Like, I'm disappointed we didn't get to see the dancing trees.
Yeah. Anyway, let's raise our glasses to Samba. Cheers.